How we doing? Fox back again. Another request. Standard procedure. This chap is Mateus Rossa. He wanted me to do this one. It's Joy Corporation, Do You Remember? It's another deep house bass with Serum again. Happy days. This is a real good one. Yep, done it anyway, nailed it. This is it with a little beat I've done. There you have it, lovely rich deep house bass with Serum. I'll just say quickly, if you like this or any of my other videos, please subscribe to my channel. A link is at the top left corner. This patch is free to download at the bottom in the description. Also, there will be a link to this track on SoundCloud so you can compare the sounds exactly. But for now, we're going to show you how I made this. It's a really easy one today. It shouldn't take me too long. So, edit the preset. One I chose was an analog one, and it was this BS2 subby saw. I'll just show you quickly the notes in the MIDI clip again, in case you're trying to get it sounding the same. The notes are between C2 and A2, so sort of standard bass sort of area. So yeah, it was a BS2 subby saw. Pitch it down 2 octaves. Volume on max. 3 voices of unison. Didn't change the wavetable, I kept it where it was as standard. I did a bit of modulation with asymmetry plus and negative. I was just messing around with different ways to try and get it to have a bit of bite. This is what I found. So asymmetry, positive and negative, and I wanted an envelope to sort of whip it down to the negative to sort of squeeze it all together to make it, as I say, a bit more bite. I used envelope 2 for this. This is going to be the same envelope that we're going to use to control the filter. So drag it, drop it on it, put it back to about 39, 40, something like that. So we'll set this envelope up. We want it nice and plucky, so we want no sustain, no hold, and attack time of about half a second. So it's flicking it over so it's a bit squashed together, and then spreading out. Oscillator B is a saw wave. You always need a saw wave in these deep house basses. 2 octaves down for this one. Sub oscillator. Click it, turn it on, down 1 octave, volume on full. I always use this. I always use a sine 1 octave down when I'm doing these deep house basses. Getting good at these now, I've done that many. And I also am going to use this FM sub oscillator. If you've seen the last 2 that I did, if you put an FM to the sub when it's a sine 1 octave down on these saw waves, it makes it, it's like a magic button. As long as you don't push it past 26. .22 sounds good for this one. The level, not quite as full. I wanted the BS2 to be a bit louder than the saw. 3 voices unison again for the saw. Detune down to about 0.03. We'll sort the main amp envelope up. We want the sustain level down. Typical ADSR envelope I did for this. Quite a long-ish decay. 1.26 seconds, and attack, snappy attack, about 18 milliseconds. So yeah, it's down, so it sounds quite quiet at the minute. Now we're going to introduce this filter. I want everything going through the filter today, both oscillator A, B and the sub. Turn the filter on. Again, if you'd seen some of the other ones I've done in the week, you know I'm really liking this low pass 24, the MG. Nice steep slope on it, and we boost the drive and the fat to give it some meat. Instead of closing this one off, we're going to have the filter pretty much shut all the way down to about 35 Hertz, 34 Hertz, and then we're going to open it up, give it a bit of resonance. So we're going to use that plucky envelope that we made with envelope 2, drag it, drop it on the cutoff, and this wants to go. You can do this to taste. Sounding good to me. So if you want it, you want to hear more of the resonance and a bit of a longer sweep, just drag it out. Trying to recreate the bass that was in that track. It was a really low, deep bass. Beautiful. That is it. All I did in the effects section was just boost a certain frequency with the EQ. I turned it on. I used this high one. I used the peak. I boosted the gain around about plus 6 dB. A Q of around about 44%, and then I aimed it. Well, we'll play a bit. It's sat around 300 Hertz, I think. $230, just helping sort of impact that area. Didn't need nothing else. Patch was done. Real good patch. Nice and simple. With a beat. I just clicked on monophonic at the bottom. It's a bass patch. You only want one note to play at a time. Okay, you can change the sound up if you want by messing with this envelope too, dragging the decay out or pulling it in. There you go, easy peasy, lovely. That was the track, I forget what it was, Joy something, wasn't it? But yeah, anyway, done. Grab this patch for free, link in the description. As I say, there's a link to the track where you can compare it as well. If you have any requests, check me out on my Facebook page. It's Sound Design Tutorials. There's a link in the description also. Send me it as a private message with a link to the track and a time at where the sound comes in. I've been working my way through these as best I can, but as I say, I'm getting more and more, but really enjoying it. Sort of picking out ones, not only that I can do quickly. Hope I'm getting through enough to keep everybody happy. As I say, that's it. Next one in a bit.